A recent poll conducted by the Washington Post and the Schar School has Democratic Doug Jones leading Republican Roy Moore by 3%, with 3% of voters still undecided. The poll was conducted among 739 likely voters in Alabama. The survey found that allegations of improper sexual behavior made against Moore in recent weeks factored heavily in the candidate's dropping numbers. The results show that just 35% of likely voters believe Moore pursued relationships with teenage girls when he was in his 30s. While 37% say they are either unsure or do not have an opinion. Comparably, 28% of likely voters say they do not believe the allegations, according to the poll. However, a political analyst I spoke with says the number one factor in this race is voter turnout on December 12th.
I do believe it's the Republican voter that's going to determine it, because any Republican that stays at home and does not cast a vote for Roy Moore is essentially allowing that smaller group of Democratic voters who are very motivated. They have one of their strongest candidates in a long time. They are behind him fully. If they get out there and cast those votes, he's going to set a level, and Mr. Moore is going to have to make sure that he generates enough Christian conservatives out there and Republican loyalists to top that base that Mr. Jones sets.
A spokesman for Moore's campaign responded to the recent poll results, insinuating that the Post had influence over the findings because they were the first news organization to report the sexual misconduct allegations against Moore. In the newsroom, Chelsea Brensel, WHNT News 19.